So I'm going to give a presentation quickly, about 15 minutes. It is, first of all, it's a thank you, because the idea for this came from a couple of agents in this room. Because at the back of that idea, it gave me a little bit of a dream. I believe a business can have a soul. I actually believe that. Because if a football club can, why can't a business? You know? So my business with a soul idea is aimed to create a win-win for all. I'm big into thinking the best deals in business or in life are where everyone gets something positive out of it. And it's something, the dream is about doing the right things. But ultimately, this dream will make your agency, I believe, better. I remember, my background is I used to have a removal company back in the day. And when I set it up, it was in Northwest London, the busiest place to have a removal company during that time. And one of my mates, not renowned for his optimism, went, "You've got no fucking chance there, mate." He went, "There's 500 in the Yellow Pages." I went to him, "But there's not 500 good ones. It's like estate agency." I hear some people go, "There's 20 estate agents in my town. Guaranteed 15 of those are probably shite." Would you say? You know? So this idea that I've got, I think it'll work. But I want to deal with a perception problem, because we work with loads of estate agents, I've done for years. And when I say it to my mates, they'll go, "Wow, Jesus, that's got to be hard work." The perception is really negative of estate agents. It really is, and you will know that better than me. And I think it's wrong, because I think I would trust every one of you who's a member of the Content Club, and not, because there's some people that aren't, with selling my house or renting out a property for us. But I want to deal with the perception problem. And I think we can redefine how agents are perceived. And we just use 3 words to do that. So the redefinition I'm thinking about is this. First word, ethical. That's the dictionary definition. That's the redefinition that I'm thinking about. So it's not pertaining to right and wrong in conduct. It's someone who does the right things for the right reasons. And I look around this room and I know loads of you do the right things for the right reasons. Nick Cheshire, great example of that, mate. Yeah, really do believe that. Agent. Do you know that? Does anyone want to have a guess about the dictionary definition of agent? It's a person who acts on behalf of another person or a group. The redefinition, I believe, and I would put this to a football agent, a talent agent, an estate agent, is someone who always has their client's best interests at heart. Because if you haven't, you're being a bit disingenuous, aren't you? And then, network. So this is the dictionary definition. It's a bit boring. I think it can be reimagined and redefined. A community of exceptional, ethical estate agents working together and doing the right things. So ladies and gentlemen, ethical agent network. I'm not dissing the other networks, but I feel there's a gap in the market instinctively. It was like when I had the removal company, I just felt there was something missing. So when I set up Estate Agent Content Club, I thought there was something missing. I get the sense there's something missing. I think an ethical agent network is going to work really well. And this event is about uniting people who've got shared values. And we spoke about values a lot today, and I think they're really important. So uniting ethical agents and providing them with the best tools to build better businesses. And for me, this next bit is very important, as Asad and Vicky were talking about, and create positive changes in the communities they serve. What a great position to be seen as the community's agent, the agent that cares about the community. No one gives a fuck about your market share, but they care about your community care, you know? So put simply, it's going to be a national network of ethical agents. This is important because this is where the idea originally came from. People couldn't afford, on their own, access to world-class trainers, or really, really good trainers. World-class is sometimes overused, but I think if you've got the budget, $2,000 a month gets you a lot of good training. So there's going to be access to world-class training every month. Best content in the industry. I'm going to get Chris Watkin to work for me. Bit of an in-joke, some people understand, but yeah. But we want to help you guys become leaders in supporting your communities, because it does have an impact. It has a positive effect on your bottom line. I know that because our business does really, really well, but we do a lot of good stuff for the community. Do you know what I mean? And don't be shy about good stuff you do, because there's a lot of people out there not doing shit, And they're going, oh, we do this, we do that. And then you find out it was a 50 quid donation. Do you know what I mean? Big deal. And we're going to have a genuine focus on people. And I'm going to get to this in a minute. The planet, because we've only got one Earth, is really true. Especially if we've got kids, we've got to be thinking ahead. And even if we ain't, we still got to be thinking ahead. We've got to leave the planet a bit of a better gaff than it is now. And profits. Ethical and entrepreneurial is not exclusive. It is not exclusive. They can work hand in hand. They can influence people's decisions. And I'll give you an example. It came to me this morning when I was driving down with Charlotte. If me and Wendy were selling our house, and we've got 2 agents in, and we know agents, so we know good ones from bad ones, yeah? All things being equal. So, yeah, their marketing looks good, the valuation is about right, they're not taking the piss. But if one of them had a stamp of ethical approval from a network and could show it, could evidence it, I'm going with them. I'm not saying everyone will, but for me, it's that little 5% that means I go that way rather than that way. So the network is going to be built off 6 pillars: content, the courses, which are the training, connections, which I'll get to, collaboration, community, and care. Care is an important one. Care is an important one. We're going to talk about that in a sec. So content, I'll whiz through this, is you get all the stuff you get from Content Club, plus monthly marketing campaigns. So the first one would be, for example, we're going to launch this in May, selling in summer. So you're going to get a guide, selling in summer. You're going to get some direct mail to send out. You're going to get some email nurture campaigns, and you're going to get the guides as well. And this content vault is, we tried to work it out the other day of how many blogs we've done since we've been doing this. And it was up around 500. It was up around 500. Different blogs, different. So sometimes it's the same sort of topic, but they're different. Do you know what I mean? They'll all be in the content vault, as will the prospecting letters we've done and all that sort of stuff. Courses, world-class training, and we'll get people in. We'll just get good people in, and we'll listen to you guys, or people who are part of the network, on what topics and what trainers you want. Because I can think of, I'm not going to name them, but I can think of 2 industry trainers I would not use in a million years. Not use them in a million years. They're not here today, by the way. See what I mean? But the topic's going to be guided by members. There's going to be discounts as well. We're going to negotiate with coaches and mentors, because I do genuinely believe in having coaches. I had a business coach for 3 years, John Paul, is really good. Now I've got a different one because he's focused more on mindset and mindfulness and business. So I've gone with him. But we're going to give you discounts for people across the board. And again, we're going to do how-to guides and videos in the vaults. Connections. Now, I was having a chat with Spencer about this, and I believe estate agents will really collaborate together, right? Really, really collaborate together. There's about 5% will collaborate with anyone, and I think the other 95% will happily collaborate with someone who's a non-competitor of theirs. So all of you today will be non-competitors, because you're all members of the Content Club, or we've worked out that you don't have a footprint in somewhere where we've got a member. So we're going to be looking at bringing ethically minded agents together. Don't get me wrong, this ain't for everyone. And it doesn't have to be, because we're not financially burdened to make it happen that way. So we're not going to accept just everyone. It's not for everyone. We're going to connect ethical suppliers to like-minded agents. How we're going to do that is we're going to have a code of ethics. So we're going to do things like we agree on payment terms and stuff like that. So we've got something with our freelancers, our team of freelancers. Say hello, team over there. Woo. Say hello. There you go. So we've got this thing where, when I was a freelancer, people used to take the absolute piss when it comes to payment. And they would pay you 60 days, 45 days. This is terrible. We say to our team, and they'll vouch for this, if you bill us on the last Friday of the month, it gets paid on the last Friday of the month. So we're going to be looking for, that's the sort of thing we're looking for. How do people pay people? You know, how do people treat people? We're going to do Fortly online, probably is the best way, masterminds on a hot topic. Because for those of you in the WhatsApp group, you'll know sometimes on one topic it will buzz, it will go mental. So we're going to do masterminds on that. We're going to sort of get 8, 10 people on a Zoom and talk it through. Do you know what I mean? All right, so collaboration. Referral network. Nothing new there, but we're going to make it easy for people to refer. I'm looking at an app that can do it really well. And like I said, there's other people doing this. There's the RAN, there's the Guild, there's FIA. Good luck to them. Everyone's got their place. I think we'll attract the people we're meant to attract. Group buying power. I underrated this for so long. I should have done this longer. I should have done this with Ronnie's nodding, because I think you were one of the persons who said we can get discounts. First person I went to, I've got 115 agents on our books this month. What can you do? Well, we'll knock off 20% straight away. That's straight away. That means if he can go there, you can go there. Do you know what I mean? So, solving individual and industry problems together, you know? Oh, community. Now, you know, the Karma Club, we're big on the Karma Club, so the Ethical Agent Network will commit to a minimum £1,000 a month match funding. So that means good causes get £2,000 a month. I think a lot of you have been beneficiaries of the Karma Club and your different organisations. Actually, if you're a member and you haven't benefited from the Karma Club, for God's sake, contact me or Amanda or Jess, because there's money sometimes sitting there at the end of the month, you know? We're going to support all your sort of community work with the templates, resources and consultancy around all those sort of community projects. So for example, if you're doing a Christmas toy appeal, we'll provide you with the news release, the graphics, the know-how, how to get the PR. I've got a background in PR as well. And we'll provide you with the PR and marketing support around that. That one, Network Charity Project of the Year, that's an idea I think can work, but I'm not sure how yet. But I just wanted to put it out there, because I believe sometimes if you put things out into the world kind of looks after the idea and brings it back to you sort of fully formed. Care, this is a big one. This is why I wanted Rob so badly to come today, mate. I really did. Because I know some agents get burnt out. And don't lie and say, oh, I've never been like that. We all have, come on. Do you know what I mean? We all get tired, we all get fed up. And I want to provide, the network to provide care for people as well. So the people, the planet will be sustainability stuff. We'll come up with a way to be the greenest agency out there, like a step-by-step way of doing it. Your profits, like I said, it is the right thing for business. And more, people will make decisions based on how ethical and how environmentally friendly you are as well, and how transparent you are. There's no hiding place in the internet. That's gone. That's gone. If you're a dodgy estate agent, good luck with your Google reviews. That's what I'm saying. And even if you try and fiddle the Google reviews, it's quite obvious. I can tell you one agent, I'm not going to say their name, they're not here, they're not a member, but I know their Google reviews are bullshit. Absolutely. And they've got high Google reviews. They're absolute shite. They're shocking. They're really good numbers, but it's all bollocks. So access to training from fitness and mental health coaches like Rob. Now, it's really important to me, right? So I've got no problem telling people, 5 years ago, I used to drink a lot. Irish background, we'd go at it like nutters. Then I gave up drinking. And honestly, I don't need the thing for this. My life has gone like that. Because I've got loads of energy. It's very rare anyone can outwork me. If I'm, do you know what I mean? I don't mean that arrogantly, but if you've been on the piss at the weekend, on Monday, you're feeling like that. I don't feel like that anymore. I don't feel like that anymore. And I want to encourage people to look after themselves, not in a preachy way, it's your life, do you know what I mean? But we want to do it and provide the tools that people can look after their fitness, they can look after their diet, they can look after their mental health. And Rob, your toolkit I thought was really, really good. 2 mystery shops a year, that will be part of the business care package, because like I said, we want to care about your profits as well. And if you've got shit customer care, that's going to be highlighted. Do you know what I mean? I thought of a really good way of doing it as well. At first I thought, should I just do it myself and put on different accents? I did. One of them was going to be, I thought I could do a half-decent Dutch accent. And I was going, hi, my name's Jan. I'm looking for a semi-detached bungalow in Henfield. How does it go? They don't say how does it go, but they do speak like that. I used to work for a Dutch company. Seriously, greatest people in the world, the Dutch. But there'll be 2 mystery shops a year. So I'm not going to do it myself. We're going to get actors in. So they'll be doing the mystery shops. And we'll give you sustainability support and training. So the network difference is you'll get an ethical stamp of approval as a member. We're going to support, and this is so important, I think, because I don't think the other networks do it. And it's something that Vicky's talk was bearing out. You've got to look after people as much as the professional. We're people before we're content people or marketeers, or we're people before we're estate agents. So look after the person first, because that way you look after the professional. It makes common sense to me. And because it's a new idea, And I appreciate sometimes I have some wacky ideas, but it will be a learning network. We will listen. We will listen and we'll learn. And we'll learn fast, like Vicky was saying. You know, you asked my team, we had this idea 3 weeks ago? Yeah? It was about 3 weeks, wasn't it? Yeah. And then we thought, right, we've got to do it fast. We've got to do it fast. And we're going to evolve over time because we're going to be guided by our members. We're not going to say, this is what you should do. We're going to say, what do you think we should do? So we're going that way rather than straight away like that way. So we're going to evolve. And this is something, where's Rianne? There you are. Rianne works for Paramount. And she said something really interesting around community work. I said, why do you like it? Why do you do it? She went, it gives us something else to talk. It gives us another story to tell about our agency. But she put it more smarter than it. She went, it changes the narrative around our agency. Just think of that for a second. Yeah? Every agency has a narrative. It could be, we're part of Fine & Country and we have offices all over the country. Yeah, that's one narrative. It could be, we've got the biggest market share because because we have. But we all have a story around our agency, all of us. Sometimes it's not even the one you think it is. But this will give you a chance to go back to people and tell them different stories. One of the stories is you're part of a network. You can say you're part of a 100 branch, 100 office, 100 area, whatever it grows to become, network. But you could also say, we've been accepted as an ethical agent. We don't just walk the walk, we talk the talk. Right, here's how it'll work. Members sign up to a code of ethics. That's to be agreed. I'm being guided by you lot. What should the code of ethics look like? The team hate me for this. We're going to launch this in May. Fuck it, let's do it. Let's just do it. And like Jess was going, you realise how much hard work that is? Yeah, ain't gonna kill us. So we're going to launch it from there. It's going to be 500 quid plus VAT per month, but there's going to be scholarships available. Charlotte plays football sometimes at a private school, and coming from a council school, or a public school, whatever you want to call it, I always walk around and thinking, it's easier to fail than succeed if you go here. It's easier to fail than succeed. So scholarships will be available for agents that want to do the right thing, but can't afford that figure to go with. Don't get me wrong, if somebody comes and goes, I can't afford 500 quid a month, I'll do the mental arithmetic. I think, yeah, you can, because I can work out where you're wasting money left, right, and centre. But there will be scholarships available. I mean it, I'll stick to that. And the EAC remains. Estate Agent Content Club is there. This is, Estate Agent Content Club is there. Ethical Agent Network is there. They will remain. And I think they'll work well together. And finally, thank you. Just thank you for listening. I really appreciate you being here, and especially for the speakers. You know, I do appreciate that. I mean that heartfelt. And we've raised £2,000. Raised £2,000. And I'll put a breakdown of all the costs. I said I'd be transparent. I'm going to put all the costs in the WhatsApp group. So if you're interested, you don't have to do it now. Just text me, do the right things. We'll add you to the free trial group. There's no commitment. There's no commitment. Give it a go. If it's not for you, it's not for you. And like I said, I was speaking to somebody before, can't remember who it was. This might work, this might not. I've got a feeling it will. I've really, really got a feeling it will. My instinct tells me this will work because we'll make it work.